Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium, here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in everyone. So these are the energies of 7-2. So we are in July. Look at those cards jump right back out as I put them in. High Priestess and the 6 of Pentacles. You're definitely getting like what is fair to you, okay? You've ascended to a higher frequency, a higher level. I had an upgrade or a download, I should say, while I was connecting with this energy. Already my ear was ringing, right? Something is, and 7 of Swords is still here on the table. You've gotten some sort of realization about lies, deception, betrayal, or you've released fear. You've released some sort of control. For some of you, this could have been inner fear that you had that was holding you back. Some of you were afraid of your own success, is what I'm getting here. Some of you didn't think you were worthy of a certain level to reach. You weren't worthy of something. You felt as though you needed to serve some. It's interesting because I was talking about karmic debt numbers and they were just showing me 19, and I'm a karmic debt number 19. And I know for a while, like, I felt as though I put myself in situations, I have to get myself out. It's like I came here knowing that I was serving a karmic debt. So for some of you, you were holding yourself back beyond like the time, beyond what you needed to do. See, 6 of Swords, she's sitting there, chin up, chest out, right? She's like, 6 of Swords, this is movement. For some of you, it's like the boat arrived, right? For you to escape. But she's like, no, not yet. I can't go yet. I fully haven't. For some of you, like, you were putting yourself in a prison. Like, you were chaining yourself to something that you didn't need to do. But it's more than fear. I'm getting it was, see, you felt as though you did something. Maybe you said something too strong. Queen of Swords. Look at her clutching onto that sword, but it's holding it down. It's like, I don't want to have to use this sword. She feels guilty. For some of you, it's like maybe you didn't want to be harsh with your words or something. Maybe you needed to learn confidence. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it just was fear. And you were scared or had fear, but you didn't want to acknowledge that. Or you didn't want to say, I don't have enough confidence, which is why I'm not. Sorry. Like, there's been situations where I have found myself, I'm not even going to lie, in relationships, even in an engagement, because I didn't want to say no, because I was afraid of the consequences for saying no. And it's interesting, I just talked about that in my last reading, is there was one engagement that I got into because of fear. Because I was like, if I say no, then this is going to end and I'm going to lose my home and all of this. And that was a big thing. And then I felt really guilty for getting into an engagement. And then it was this big mess, right? And I'm just like, how do I get myself out of this? Like, it was awful, right? Because I was one of those where maybe, as I know that you can fall in love. Like, I know I came from a time of like arranged marriages and things like that, and I've always waited for divine to align me with my counterpart things. I came here on this twin flame mission, baby. I came here with like wanting to heal and help everybody that's surrounding me, and I'm always like, everybody's worthy of love and things like that, but you gotta learn boundaries. And that is something that I needed to learn hardcore, was boundaries. Even my own children started to take advantage of me because they started to see that I didn't have boundaries and that people around me couldn't respect me. So it like, oh my gosh, I got to where all of a sudden now I'm having to battle people, my children, so many things. I was having to battle and fight because so many people had walked over my boundaries and taken advantage of me. And that was a big thing. So for some of you, you really needed to overcome the fear, right? And stand up for yourself. And that's a big cycle that you're closing out. As I say that, look at this, 7 of Wands, baby. You've got those boundaries, that sword. Look, she's vulnerable there. She's not wearing a lot of clothes. She's vulnerable, but she is standing up for herself, right? So you're standing up for yourself. You've created these boundaries. When you start commanding the universe, and I've done a couple readings on that this week about commanding the universe, you really change the game, okay? That's beautiful. So you should definitely take a look at some of my other readings. I do upload in 3s as I try to, so there's 3 of these that I'll be uploading. So take them however you feel and fitting though. Sometimes they direct me more towards a certain lesson or a teaching, and if that's not for you, then don't worry about it, right? 6 of Cups is coming out here. I told you, for a lot of you, this was a deep inner child wounding. It was something of abandonment. She kind of feels left out in the home outside of a place. And I know that was a big thing for me. I was abandoned a lot as a child. I was left alone a lot. I was isolated a lot. Yeah, I've healed my heart, right? I didn't feel that I was worthy of love. I wasn't shown love properly as a child. You know, I grew up seeing my parents. Turn it down. Sorry about that. I grew up seeing my parents destroy each other. Very unhealthy relationship, right? They were both sadistic narcissists. So they were very toxic to each other. So I grew up all backwards, not knowing what a healthy relationship was, not being able to feel it, see it, right? And then so I attracted a lot of broken people and situations, right? And then I thought, you know, control and possession was a form of love, right? So there was a lot of healings that that I needed to undergo, right? That affected a lot. And I never had stability growing up, right? Like, we were living in houses while my father was building them. You know, we sold. Then when we did have a house, for a little while, he sold it to profit money. It was always in the bank. It was supposed to build us a new house, never did. We were living in travel trailers and manufactured homes, which they are beautiful homes, right? But it's, when you're moving around a lot, things like that, it's not, you know what I mean? And it got sold again, so they didn't have a childhood home. And then when in my older life, we lived together, and I'd be staying with them at the homes that they were renting, and they'd up and leave on me, and happened 3 different times, right? Where this last time was where I let my mother get a house with me because she was not able to afford her apartment, and I thought, well, we can help each other get a bigger home, and it ended up she burned for the last time, right? So, and that's why I'm in the situation that I'm in, right? But you learn. But so that was a big wounding, right? Realized all my life, right? Not having that structure, that stability, you know. And I lost my father a couple years to COVID. All I have is my mother, and she's traveling around in motels too, right? Hotels, rent houses, whatever, I don't know. But big abandonment wounding, right? And realizing that I needed to create my own security, my own lifeline, right? Not relying on other people. Okay? So there's this big change in structure, big wounding. 6 of Swords, chin up, chest out. Moving away, not settling for disrespect, not settling. That was, no. You learning your worth, that was the big thing that you needed to do here. And now justice is coming because strength and power. You have to command justice. Right, and that was a big thing too. Like, I have to learn what structure and command it from the universe. And I didn't feel worthy of it because I've been getting, you know, love and security, not having it all my life, right? And constantly having it challenged. And every boyfriend that I've had has left me. And every single one, except my current boyfriend, has shut off power, resources, power, water, electricity, has left the homes that leases in their names. My last ex, I fulfilled the lease that he left and stayed and found a way to come up with the money and fulfilled the lease until we had to go, right? But so there's different things like but letting go of all of that pain. So someone's been through a lot of pain, a lot of things were holding you back. Don't compare yourself to certain people. Like, not everybody knows. I've heard that saying, like, if you walked a day in my shoes, like, if people had truly understood my situation, right, and everything that I've been done, they'd be like, wow, you've done amazing with your life and your children, and for how you are, and not giving up on love, and you know what I mean? Like, you got to look at it from that. Like, you have to give yourself credit. Like, everybody goes to these different things, right? But it's like, I signed up for all of this too. I signed up. I wanted one of the most difficult and challenging life paths. And I know that I said that I wanted to raise children with no support system because I wanted to be able to help others find that way. And that's why it bothers me so much that